with a great start running through the turn in the lead. Now they race towards the finish. Johnson pulls up. Bailey's going to win it. Donovan Bailey looks back at the 100-meter mark. Johnson pulled up. The time 15 seconds flat. Donovan Bailey, Olympic champion, world record holder. He became a world champion in 1995 in Gothenburg, Sweden. Reconfirmed the fact he was the fastest man in the world in Atlanta last summer, and has again proven his status as the world's fastest man.
Very disappointing for Michael Johnson. He was behind coming into the straightaway. In my judgment, he would still have been behind at the finish, but it's still exceptionally disappointing when he suffers a pull, probably a hamstring strain. But Donovan Bailey, the victor, it doesn't change his fastest human status at all. He had that anyway, but it does confirm his ability to run 150 meters on a fairly tight turn indoor track.
The remarkable aspect of his race, in my opinion, Jeff, was the way he ran the turn.
Ran the turn very well. He probably lost a lot of energy running that turn because the time, as I remember it, was 15 seconds. But he eased off at the end anyway, recognizing that he couldn't sense that Johnson's presence was close at all. And there we see Michael Johnson receiving some attention as Bailey celebrates with his fans and close admirers. Dan Pfaff, his coach. Thanks, coach, for ensuring that things went well. A lot of pressure off this young man's shoulders. Very high expectations in this crowd for a Canadian victory.
And in addition to reconfirming his status as the world's fastest man, he is $1 million.
Well, let's watch this very carefully. We'll see a mark when they get to the 50. Bailey's up on Johnson's shoulder at this point, and at 50 is just slightly ahead, and now he's a full meter clear, and it's at this point that Johnson begins to ease off. He senses he's got this pull. Bailey powering away, beginning perhaps to tighten a little bit in the shoulders, but well ahead, and coming through the 150-meter mark, the victor. Looking back to see where Johnson was because he couldn't sense his presence any longer. Good start by Donovan. Little wide at this point now, honing in on the inside of the lane without transgressing, of course. Johnson showing his good turn running ability, but he's down coming off the turn. And this is where he senses that things are wrong, begins to feel the greater effects of this muscle pull, and limps away and decides there's no point in trying to continue. Very disheartening for him. A good victory for Donovan Bailey, but it would have been better still if both athletes had finished.
Both athletes were guaranteed $500,000 for participating. Michael Johnson all week had suggested they put the entire $2 million on the line. The $500,000 each runner was guaranteed, plus the $1 million that would go to the winner. Well, Michael Johnson is fortunate that did not occur today, because Donovan Bailey would have claimed the $2 million prize. As it is, he is $1,500,000 richer, and if reconfirmation was required, it occurred right here at Skydome as Donovan Bailey accepts a congratulatory kiss from his daughter, the world's fastest man without any question. Tremendous numbers of media in attendance to watch this race. About 600 radio, television, and print journalists from around the world in attendance, as this race was also beamed live via television around the world.
You can see the stress on the ankles and feet and lower limbs as they come round those turns at speed and trying to stay close in, and this is where Johnson felt the twitch. I think it's in the left leg, but he began to hobble. Bailey, oblivious of all of this, showing great range, relaxation, working with those long strides and that high stride cadence, around 4.5 strides a second. Great range in the arms, powering his way through, but trying to stay relaxed as Johnson fades into the distance as a result of that pull. Now he senses nobody's there, has a quick look back to see what's happened, recognizes that victory is his. And hence, the celebrations.
And Bailey, of course, is being mobbed by the media. Our Mark Lee is down there trying to get close to him.
That's right, Don. I'm in this melee here with Donovan Balin. Donovan, we're live on CBC. Congratulations. What do you feel was accomplished here today?
Well,
what do you think was accomplished here today, Donovan?
well,
Please come up here. Please, Mark. Okay, go.
Okay, Donovan, go ahead. I know there's a lot of confusion here. Can you put your thoughts into perspective after this race?
there was never any doubt in my mind that I was the fastest man on the planet, and this just proved it. I mean, they said I couldn't run a corner, but I always said this is exposing Michael Johnson in his weaknesses in his race. This is just preparation for me to run a couple of twos this year, and I plan on meeting him in his event.
You came out of the turn, you took the lead, you were leaving him 2/3 of the way through the race when he pulled up. Are you disappointed he pulled up, that he didn't finish?
He didn't pull up. He's a chicken. He didn't pull up at all. He's just a chicken. He's afraid to lose. I think what he should do is we should run this race over again so he can kick his ass one more time.
Donovan, you said you ran under duress. How tough was it going into this race considering the configuration?
Well, you know what? The bottom line was I had to concentrate on what it is I was given. I think that I support events like this happening. I just think that organizers should have some knowledge of track and field and respect us as athletes.
Olympic champion and still the world's fastest man.
Yes, I am.
Congratulations. Let's go back to Brian.
Mark Lee, once again, a very classy young man, brings a nation to its feet. Donovan Bailey defeats Michael Johnson. I'll tell you what, I was proud in Atlanta, and I'm sure I speak for Canadians this afternoon from coast to coast. There is great pride here in this building. A tremendous performance by Donovan Bailey as Michael Johnson pulls up. Bailey was ahead when Johnson pulled up. You heard Bailey say, and I'm quoting, he was chicken, he was not hurt. We have a lot more to come. Mark Lee is down on the floor, and we'll talk to Michael Johnson when we return live to Toronto right after this.